Okay, sorry about that. Right, what I want to continue with is Unit 307, and we're going to be looking at inspection. Okay, so again, Unit 307, and we're looking at inspection. Okay, and these are the outcomes. Right, now again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, reading this to you. You should be able to be familiar with this by now and the process, because you have seen a number of my videos already. So those of you who haven't, please go and look at it. Now, outcome 3, understand the regulatory requirements and procedures for completing the inspection of electrical installations. By the end of this outcome, you will have had the opportunity to identify items to be checked during the inspection process, as detailed in the IET regulations, state how human senses can be used during the inspection process, state the items that should be inspected in accordance with IET Guidance Note 3. Specify the requirements of the inspection. Now, please note IET or IEE regulations. They are the regulations that apply to the electrical industry. You must be compliant at all times with these regulations. Okay. And again, here you would have seen these previously in the other part of the other section, in section 3. Okay. Now I'm not going to read this out to you. Okay, this is for you to be able to read for yourselves and implement it at your discretion. Now here's section 3. In this session, select appropriate item to be checked, identify the human senses, state how the senses can be used, specify the requirements of the inspection. Okay. And again, here we have, okay, just simply for you to read. I don't need to do anything here. You're capable of reading this for yourselves. But bear in mind, ensure that the references in regards to 611.1 is still compliant with the present 18th edition of the IET stroke IEE regulations. Okay. Now dead testing, and here you can read this for yourself. Now dead testing is the term used for tests carried out with the supply disconnected. Okay, I don't need to read this through to you. You're level 3s. You should be able to do this all for yourselves now. Okay, so I'm not going to interfere in that. Bear in mind that you must be compliant with the regulations at all stages. Now here, the senses here that we're looking at is sight, sound, smell, touch. Okay, And here we have some examples of certain items which were damaged in given circumstances. Okay, burning, worn components, etc. Okay. Here we have a list of items to be checked during the inspection. Now, you need to use your on-site guide because this will give you an extensive and short version, making it more simplified for you to understand and apply in practice. Okay. Now, items to be checked during the inspection, and again here you have your references to follow. Okay. Again, don't need me to read anything out here to you. You should be able to apply this for yourselves. Okay. Safety extra low voltage, protective extra low voltage. Now please confirm that it is protective extra low voltage. I'm just speaking here now from memory, but they may have changed the term, so consider that and make sure that you're familiar with the current terms being used. And item to be checked continued. Okay. And remember that all installations are different in one form or another. They're not always the same, so don't assume you can apply one fits all. That is not the case. Each one is different. Now this is the requirement for inspections. Okay. And you must ensure that it meets these conditions and any new conditions that have been applied for the 18th or upcoming 19th edition of the IET regs. Now here you have special locations. Bear in mind what a special location is, be familiar with it. I'm not going to read this out to you, you would have been doing this yourselves already in class and you should have done some similar work in practice as well. So it's relevant that you apply yourself to this. Do your research. Special location continues. Okay. And here we have classification of external influences. Okay, I'm just checking that I have covered the relevant special locations. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Classification of external influences. Okay. You need to be familiar with this. You would have seen this yourselves previously already. Okay. Let's make sure you get it close up. Okay. And that see what it is about. IP numbering system. Okay. I've covered this previously in another session. Okay, so look for it yourselves. You can probably learn a lot more by doing your own finding and researching. Okay. IP numbering system continues. Okay. Okay. And this is your finger test. Now, don't get any rude thoughts, please. Okay. This is just a finger test, standard finger test, to ensure that any components where electrical cables are secured or fixed or hidden, that individuals, children, cannot stick their fingers into it to get an electric shock. Okay, that's the idea behind this. Excuse me, sorry, but okay. So that is the finger test, standard finger test. And here, simply look at creating some of your own questions for yourselves. I have many questions which I can't put on here, but by creating your own question, it allows you to recap what you have read already and formulate that for yourselves. Okay, thank you. I hope you found this useful. Okay, and I look forward to next session. All right, have a good day. Bye bye.